the corner from Giovanni Lo Celso. He's got Fornals next to him, so played it short by Lo Celso. Sending the ball this time to Fornals, passing the ball down the middle, picked up by Amrabat from about 30 yards out. Thought about this shot, and he decided against it, and this time managed to find Ricardo Rodriguez. To Fornals once more, not far away from the left-hand touchline. So Amrabat inside the centre circle, switches the ball to Anthony. And now Hector Bellerin. Amrabat, long cross from the right to the left-hand side. Well picked up by Fornals on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Managed to find Lo Celso, passing the ball down the middle to Bellerin, but he completely missed the ball. The ball goes all the way back to the keeper, Escandal, for Real Oviedo. Took about 6 minutes for Real Betis to get back into the game. Been good pressure by Real Oviedo, especially the two chances inside the first 3 minutes. Who are on the ball now. Vidal, long ball forward, trying to find Ilias. That was very good defending by Natan. 25-year-old Brazilian heading the ball back to Vallas. Now it's about 2-3 players trying to pressurise the back line. They managed to find Anthony in the end, but he lost the ball. Good defending here. Managed to find Colombato down the middle, inside the centre circle with David Costas. As across the halfway line, he got his support to the right. This time for Vidal. Vidal managed to get a throw in. Good defending by the Moroccan Abdiel Zazuli. Halfway through inside the Real Betis half. Of course, always love to mention their honours list. The ball goes all the way back. Before we do so, it's gone all the way to David Costas, who's managed to find his keeper, Escandal. As far as Real Betis is concerned, they've only been champions of La Liga once. That was back in 1935. And they have won the Copa del Rey 3 times in 77, 2005 and 2022. And that is with their current manager, Manuel Pellegrini. And as far as Real Oviedo now, who's on the ball, coming forward, switching the ball to the right hand side, managed to find Vidal, the right hand side of the penalty area. Got Natan in front of him, trying to cross, and decided against it, sending the ball back down the middle to Fonseca, finding the space here. And now Colombato, a lovely pass through on the edge of the penalty area, and a shot! This time by Reina, straight in the hands of the keeper Vallas. Another good move here by the away side, and the warning sign surely has already started as far as Manuel Pellegrini's men are concerned. 3 chances, 3 of them on target, against the one by Hector Bellerin that took the deflection off the Real Oviedo defender. Far away from the goalkeeper in the end. And now Real Betis coming forward, still inside their own half. Managed to find Anthony on the halfway line. Got the support from Bellerin. It's on the right, passing the ball down the right hand side. Picked up by Fornals, the cross down the middle. Now it was a good block here this time by Dani Calvo. It's going to be another corner for Real Betis. This time it's going to be from the right hand side. Still 0-0 here at the Estadio de la Cartuja in Sevilla. Cross inside the 6-yard box, headed away by Viñas. Only goes as far as Anthony. To Fornals once more. Anthony on the edge of the penalty area, managed to release Hernandez, sending the ball back, but goes all back to Colombato. Managed to clear the ball away. The ball goes out of play for throw in for Real Betis. Bellerin plays it quickly, managed to find Amrabat just inside of Oviedo half. And now sending the ball all the way back to the keeper Vallas. That's Real Oviedo, having won the Copa de la Liga, which is the second tier cup only once. That was back in 1985. They also won the Segunda Division, the second tier, 5 times, and the best La Liga finish, that was 3rd place 3 times. That was back in 1935 and 1936 and 1963. Long ball forward by Betis, headed away by Calvo. Now the ball goes back to Iskandar. As far as both teams are concerned for tonight's match, Real Betis trying to cement their place in Europe next season, while Real Oviedo trying to cement their place in La Liga next season. And at the moment, they need to start winning. And not far off from safety. They are bottom of the table. We only got a few matches left. Vidal deep inside the Betis half on the right side, picked up by Ilias. Ilias got 2 players in front of him. There's quite a few players waiting inside the penalty area, but Ilias is still hesitating, trying to find a space. Sends back once more to Vidal. Vidal once more to Ilias inside the penalty area, and instead of crossing from the right hand side of the 6-yard box, he had a shot. And I must admit, he wasn't the best of shots in any way, shape or form. Went way out for a goal kick. Yasheira, the 25-year-old Moroccan. He never played for Morocco, the 24-year-old. Of course, plenty of talents in the African side. And we got 2, but they played for Real Betis tonight. Soufiane Amrabat and Abdi El-Zazouri. Now just throw for Bellerin. Managed to find Anthony, but that was good defending by Xavi Lopez. Managed to keep the ball, but he gave the ball away for his clearance. And now Betis, the ball down the middle. Picked up by Rodriguez, and a shot from Rodriguez. That was a good block by Ilias. The ball goes up, played for throw into the left-hand side. Oviedo's penalty area. The ball seems to hit Ilias in an awkward place. He's down on the floor at the moment. It was a powerful shot by Rodriguez. He's still down on the ground, being treated by the medical staff. Of course, as far as the bench for Real Betis is concerned, Paul Lopez and Adrian, 2 well-known goalkeepers there on the bench tonight. Likewise with Isco. Managed to make a comeback in the last couple of weeks after a long injury in November. Altamira, Mark Roca, Riquelme, Diosa, Aito Rebel as well, and Bacambo. They're all on the bench for Real Betis. As far as Oviedo, Luka Ilic is one of them. Eric Bailly, the former Manchester United defender, he's on the bench as well. Of course, Santi Cazorla, he's on the bench. Right, the 41-year-old who joined from Al Sadd in Qatar back in 2023, the former Arsenal and Villarreal, but he's still watching his side now. They're coming forward from the right side. Ilias seemed to be okay, coming through down the middle. That was a great interception by Abdi El-Zazouri, and in the process, brought Ilias. Going to be a dangerous free kick here for Oviedo. Couple of yards away outside the penalty area, down the middle, more towards the edge of the penalty area on the right hand side. Late challenge on the 25-year-old Moroccan. And this is Oviedo's chance to take the lead. They had the better chances so far in the first quarter, an hour or so. They have 3 shots on target already. On the 2, they need a very good saves by Alvaro Vallas. 4 men war for Betis after inside the penalty area. A few candidates standing behind the ball at the moment for Oviedo. This looks like it's Colombato. It's one of the favourites, the 29-year-old Argentine. Colombato, he had the shot and it wasn't far off. Goes out for a goal kick. Wasn't a bad attempt by Santiago Colombato. But a yard away From Alvaro Valles, left-hand post. Went over the wall. It wasn't a bad attempt. It had been a better side, to be fair, and now trying to get the ball back, but this time Sofian Amrabat managed to find Zazuli deep inside the Oviedo half, coming from the left-hand side. Passing the ball down the middle, managed to find Anthony down the middle, trying to cross the ball. But it was well blocked by the Oviedo players, but this time, once more, lifts the Salso to Hector Bellerin, halfway through inside the Oviedo half, sending the ball in the halfway line. It's picked up by Diego Lorente. Managed to find Anthony again. He got support in front of him from Bellerin, but he didn't use it. But Anthony gets the ball back here from Fornals, and now Bellerin on the ball to Sofian Amrabat. The ball couldn't get to the right-hand side, but in the end the pass wasn't great. But good covering here for Amrabat to Fornals. To Anthony. And once more they gave the ball away, and now Vinyas deep inside his own half. And now it's lost this time by Fernandez. Tripped over the ball. Fornals passing the ball to the right-hand side. That was great interception by Diego Fernandez. And now they're coming on the counter-attack. And on the process, Vinyas was brought down. The referee says play on. He didn't see anything wrong with that challenge by Sofian Amrabat. Now Natan sending the ball to the left-hand side through Al-Zazuli. As it stands so far, it's been 50-50 as far as possession is concerned. It's the official statistics, especially after the very good start. The Real Oviedo, brilliant shot, brilliantly saved by Valles, the Betis goalkeeper, inside 15 seconds. Now Valles, long ball forward, deep inside the Oviedo half, headed away, managed to find Anthony again. Anthony trying to pass Xavi Lopez, but managed to get the support with Fornals to Anthony once more. Great defending this time by Fonseca. Picked up by Fernandez again and managed to get the throw in. The Oviedo throw in. For Real Oviedo. Long throw, managed to find a nice cross to the right hand side, but Vidal just couldn't keep hold of the ball. Straight away with Abdi with the throw in, gets the receiving ball. And the ball still between two sets of players, but in the end, the last touch was by Abdi in the. He is completely shocked with that decision. And it's going to be Oviedo throw just inside the Real Betis half. Of course, if you're wondering, we're talking about that shot by Oviedo in about 15 seconds from the start. Fastest ever goal to be scored in La Liga. That was through Joseba Lorente for Valladolid. That was back in 2008. Scoring against Espanyol. 7 seconds, 82 seconds. So we've not beaten that record, but nevertheless it's still been a very fast goal. Still 0-0, however. Ball towards Hector Bellerin inside the penalty area, trying to cross the ball inside the 6-yard box, and he managed to get a corner. Hector Bellerin had to work really hard to chase that ball. It's a lovely pass through down the middle. They get the corner in the end here, Real Betis. It was well defended in the end by Danny Calvo. Maybe Giovanni Lo Celso on the right hand side. Quite Anthony right next to him. He does play it across inside the 6-yard box, headed away by Oviedo. And now they're trying to go on the counter-attack. Managed to find Fonseca coming forward through Colombato to Ilya, deep inside the Betis half on the right-hand side. But that was great defending by Ricardo Rodriguez. Brilliant defending. Ilya trying to go around him. Experience of the 33-year-old Swiss international proved highly more successful. Now Betis with Anthony not far off from the right hand side of the penalty area against Lopez. Fornals to the edge of the penalty area with Hernandez, has a shot, and that was a great block by Calvo. Tap once more by Anthony on the right hand side, coming forward. Chip the ball to Hernandez again, tried to cross inside the 6-yard box, took a slight deflection but straight in the hand of the keeper Iskandel. Wasn't a bad attempt. Lovely move all round by Real Betis. In the end, the ball falls in the hands of Aaron Iskandel. A long cross towards the right hand side through Vidal. Pass the ball forward. Lovely touch by Ilias. Vidal gets the ball back. Managed across the halfway line. The pass in the end by Viñas. Trips over the ball, and now Abdel coming forward through down the middle. Managed to find the support from Hernandez from 20 yards out. He sent it to Fornals. Have the shot. Fernandez once more. And that is a goal for Real Betis. Hernandez scoring his 9th goal of the campaign. Beautiful setup. And Real Betis take the lead. It's Betis 1. Real Oviedo 0. Chico Hernandez, 27-year-old Colombian. The goalkeeper, Iskandel, is asking the referee to have a check or possible offside. As it stands, it's Betis who are leading by a goal to 0. Managed to find Abdi, pass the ball through down the middle to Fornals on the right hand side of the 6-yard box. Hernandez from 12 yards out, powerful shot, placing the ball to the right hand side of Iskandel with the joy of Manuel Pellegrini. Oviedo have got a player down at the moment. Nevertheless, they're still thinking of that goal. Has been given, and the Betis players seem to be okay now. And that was Diego Hernandez. Seemed to have a few scratches, but Betis don't seem to be caring at the moment. 23 minutes just gone, and Betis threw that Hernandez goal a minute ago. They lead the game by a goal to 0. His 9th goal of the campaign. Once more, they're coming on an attack here. Lovely ball towards the left-hand side of the penalty area, being chased by Zazuri, not far off from the corner flag. Zazuri against Vidal, sending the ball back to Fornals. Fornals trying to pass the ball inside the penalty area to Salsa, but it was great interception here by Oviedo. And this time, Diego Fernandez with the ball, but he was brought down just inside his own half. It's going to be free kick for Oviedo. It was a late challenge by Sufyan Amrabat. The referee, Mr. Vega, is having few words with the 29-year-old Moroccan. Oviedo, still a long time to go. Nevertheless, he did start very well. He had 3 good chances, and now they're on attack. A long cross towards the right hand side. Managed to find Vidal. Kept the ball in around the corner flag. Managed to find Ilias. Ilias across inside the penalty area. Cleared away by Natan. And now this also long ball forward. Clearance been chased by Anthony alongside Calvo. That was great defending by the captain, Danny Calvo, sending the ball back to his keeper. And now the keeper has been chased by Diaz-Azuli. In the end, it was a good clearance. And now they can start again with Fernandez, who just crossed the halfway line. Coming forward, going around Hector Bellerin to Javi Lopez. Sending the ball down the middle, deep inside the Betis half with Vidal to Ilias once more to the right hand side of the penalty area. Vidal has got 2 players in front of him. He got the support to the right hand side through Vidal, and he managed to find Ilias once more. Ilias, lovely play, managed to go around for now, still coming forward. He managed to get the cross inside the 6-yard box. It cleared away, but not as far as Viñas. And Ovidio still with a shot from Fernandez, but it was well blocked here by Amrabat, and the ball with Anthony. And Amrabat with the ball in the end, and Lo Celso sending the ball forward to the Moroccan once more, and Bellerin clears the ball away. Great defending by Real Betis, but never underestimate Oviedo. But it's the home side on the attack. Al Zazuli, the Moroccan, to Lo Celso. Former Villarreal and Tottenham Hotspur player. Of course, he also played for PSG. As part of the Argentinian World Cup winning squad 4 years ago, and Copa America as well, back in 21 and 24. Giovanni Lo Celso. And now Real Oviedo starting from the back once more. Like we said, they have got a few options. They have plenty of experienced players, and got Haytham Hassan, the Egyptian player, the 24-year-old. He can be very effective on the right-hand side. He joined from Villarreal a couple of seasons ago. And not forgetting Santi Cazorla, 40-year-old legendary Spaniard, played with Arsenal and Villarreal. Of course, he won the FA Cup with Arsenal back in 2014 and 2015. He won Euro 2008 and 2012 with Spain. Lo Celso with the ball coming forward inside the centre circle, managed to cross the halfway line for Betis. He gets support from Hernandez. And now the ball for Abdi Al Zazuli. He's got no support in front of him. It goes back to Ricardo Rodriguez. Now a lovely chip forward, trying to find Lo Celso again, but that was a great challenge by Fonseca on Lo Celso. Brilliant defending by the 27-year-old. Nicolas Fonseca, the former Mexican side Leon, who just joined 3 months ago in the winter transfer, former River Plate player in Argentina. Now they get the ball back here through Fornals, but it wasn't. No free kick for Real Oviedo. It was a challenge in the process on Thiago Fernandez. He does seem to be okay. You can see Jorge Almada, the Real Oviedo player, who's not happy. He knows he needs a big win here tonight. 3 points can definitely bring the club alive. Even if they stay bottom of the league, but the difference will go down to 3 points, and everything is possible after then. But at this moment in time, they're trailing by a goal to nil through the Hernandez goal in the 22nd minute. The Colombian 29th goal of the campaign so far. Oviedo, Costas, long ball forward. It's been chased by Ilias on the right hand side of the penalty area against Natan, but he managed to keep the ball very well. He got the support from Viñas. The ball down the middle to Vidal. Inside the penalty area, across inside the 6-yard box, but only find Bellerin, who clears the ball away. Managed to find Anthony. Lovely play here by Real Betis. They thought about the counter-attack, but Anthony with that cross is well blocked, and now Oviedo with a counter-attack, 3 against 3 to Viñas inside the penalty area. But the pass just could not reach the Uruguayan, straight in the hands of the keeper Vallas. And now Anthony with that strong pace of his, the Brazilian, trying to go around Xavi Lopez. In the end, only managed to find Fornals on the halfway line. Fornals. It's fair to say that Oviedo maybe would have found themselves in a better position if they'd taken one of the 3 big chances inside the first 10 minutes. Still early chance here, and now is in space for Fornals inside the penalty, across inside the 6-yard box, and now the great defending by Ilias. Brilliant defending by the Moroccan. Fornals, he managed to find the space completely unmarked, crossed the ball inside the 6-yard box, and Al Zazuli, you only need to have to touch it But brilliant defending because Ilias came out of nowhere, right in front of him. And he clears the ball away. He's given, by sound of it, a corner. It's Real Betis' fourth corner of the match, fifth in total. But Ilias is complaining that the touch has come from Abdi. But nevertheless, the corner inside the 6-yard box. They're still with the ball here, Betis. It goes back to Fornals on the left-hand side. Another cross inside the penalty area, headed away and managed to find Reina. Trying to go on a counter-attack, but the ball forward just could not find anyone inside the Betis half. We're inside the last 40 minutes of the first half, just past the 31st minute. Betis are leading by a goal to nil. Now Giovanni Lo Celso managed to cross the halfway line. He got support from the Brazilian, Anthony. Now Hector Bellerin. But he lost the ball here, but it was good defending here by Thiago Fernandez, who's on the ball once more. They're still playing inside the wrong half here, Oviedo. But they need to be careful to lose the ball, and indeed they have. And the ball is picked up this time from Anthony. To the edge of the penalty area from the right-hand side to Lo Celso. Passing the ball to Hernandez. Shove the shot, and that was a great save by Iskandar. Lovely pass by Lo Celso. Managed to find Hernandez just in front of him to the right-hand side of the 6-yard box. The shot was well saved by the 30-year-old Aaron Iskandar. It's going to be the fifth corner for Real Betis. He's going to be taken by the Argentine, Giovanni Lo Celso, from the right-hand side. He has got Fornals right in front of him, but Lo Celso with a cross inside the 6-yard box, cleared away by Costas. Goes for a throw in to the left-hand side of the penalty area. Be taken by Abdi. Plays it back, managed to find Ricardo Rodriguez, sending the ball once more to Natan. To Abdi once more. Passing the ball, the edge of the penalty area, picked up by Hernandez. With small for Natan. Natan to Hernandez on the edge of the penalty area, trying to get the ball back. But the receiving ball cleared away by Iskandar deep inside the Betis half. There's no one from the Oviedo players inside the away opposition side. And now once more, trying to find Hernandez again on the edge of the penalty area, but this time it's good defending by the captain, Dani Calvo. And now they're going on the attack here, this time through Ilias, still inside his own half. Managed to find Lopez to the left-hand side, far from the halfway line. Now Calvo once more. Managed to find Costas. Long ball towards the left-hand side, trying to find Thiago Fernandez, but it was nearest for Hector Bellerin. Clears the ball away. Only as far as Colombato, and now the ball down the middle to Fonseca. Just trying to find a space here. Fernandez across inside the box. And he headed up by Ricardo Rodriguez. Hasn't been cleared away yet. And eventually had, and picked up by Azazuli. Trying to receive the ball back, and that was great defending by Vidal. Azazuli goes down, playing for a free kick, but the referee says Vidal got the ball first. Brilliant defending here by Vidal. In the process, he did send the Moroccan Abdi Azazuli flying. The referee has stopped play due to that injury to the Moroccan. Abdi Azazuli, 7 goals so far in this campaign. He does seem to be okay now. The 24-year-old. He's walking off the field. Looks like he's going to receive treatment. And Betis will be playing with 10 men momentarily. And he's going to be a drop ball for Oviedo. We're inside the last 10 minutes of the first half. Oviedo are looking for that equaliser before half-time. The ball for Hernandez, not far from the penalty area. Great defending by Amrabat, who gets the receiving ball. Now Giovanni Lo Celso, back to Vallas. Ball still being passed away inside the penalty area in the end, trying to find Anthony and managed to do so. And now it's a long clearance as far as the halfway line. It's well intercepted by Calvo. Once more this time for Lopez, just inside the Real Betis half to Colombato. Hernandez, deep inside the Real Betis halves, congregating on the left-hand side at the moment. And this time, lovely pass from Colombato. Gets the receiving ball here, this time from Reina. Sending the ball to the right-hand side, picked up by Vidal. Vidal across inside the penalty area and head above Viñas, up in the air, and eventually Diego Llorente clears the ball away. It's not going to be a corner. It's going to be free kick or an offside against Federico Viñas. That cross from Nacho Vidal. Diego Llorente, he's having a bit of a moment with Hector Bellerin. We've already seen a few players from Real Oviedo warming up. You can see from the touchlines, the manager Almada seems very, very frustrated and sort of an angry look in his face at the moment. Credit where it's due, they have been the better side the first 10 minutes, and now they've managed to receive a free kick deep inside their own half. It was a late challenge by Rodriguez on Ilias. Just outside the centre circle. Colombato managed to find Vidal. They've got 8 minutes till half time, of course, plus stoppage time. And with only training by that one goal came through Hernandez in the 22nd minute. There's always a chance, and that's across towards the left, and is well kept in by Xavi Lopez because the ball was heading way out. And now Fernandez gets the receiving ball coming forward from the left hand side across inside the box, and Nathan clears the ball away right in front of Reina. The ball still up in the air and now to be cleared away, picked up by Anthony. On as far as Giovanni Lo Celso, the referee says play on because now Oviedo with the attack through right Fernandez, 1-2 players inside the penalty area, trying to cross inside the 6-yard box. Now it's brilliant defending by Sufyan Amrabat. It's going to be the second corner for Real Oviedo. They have got a player injured now, and that was Diego Fernandez. Does look like it's a late challenge. Look at the replay. Diego managed to cross the ball, and at the same time, it's a late challenge by Sufyan Amrabat. I'm sure VAR will be looking at this. And in fact, they are checking for possible penalty here for Real Oviedo. It's all with the make of Fernandez. Managed to go around Hector Bellerin, but the challenge in the end by Sufyan Amrabat really could have really damaged his ankle, to be fair. I'll be very surprised if VAR don't ask the referee to have a look at it. The only thing I can say, it does seem that the challenge just outside the field, outside the playing field. Nevertheless, Oviedo are calling for the referee to have a look at the monitor, and we are still checking at the moment. Sufyan Amrabat probably will even get a red card for this. I've seen challenges like that. And players got sent off for similar challenges. The more I see the replay, it does look like a very bad challenge. You can see the foot nearly getting twisted, but yeah, I'm still looking at this incident. And in fact, VAR has been checked and cleared. So it's only going to be a corner from the left-hand side. Play quickly inside the 6-yard box, and headed by Viñas, it just goes wide. It's going to be the goal kick for Real Betis. We're inside the last 5 minutes. It took a long time for VAR to have a look at this. And I must admit, I'm absolutely surprised and puzzled why the VAR did not ask the referee, Mr. Vega, tonight to have a look at it and make a decision for himself. But nevertheless, Oviedo will feel hard done by with that decision to let it go. Probably the only thing that VAR has looked, he was just off the line outside the playing field. Maybe that has gone against him, but it still could have been easily career damaging challenge. Betis now with the ball inside the centre circle with Diego Llorente sending the ball to the right hand side through Hector Bellerin to Amrabat. Deep inside the Betis half, managed to find Forlans on the right hand side. He's got support from Anthony, managed to use it on the edge of the penalty area. Anthony was still with the ball, sending the ball to the right hand side to Bellerin across inside the box. Cleared away by Dani Calvo. And headed away by Diego Llorente. Is going to be throw in for Real Oviedo deep inside the right half on the left hand side. We're inside the last 3.5 minutes. I'm sure it's going to be a few minutes of injury time. Now Vinyas again goes down. Another challenge by Sifin Amrabat. The referee says play on. Vinyas is still down injured. And then from the second challenge, and this time on Fernandez, the referee says free kick. He's trying to play it quickly, but the referee stopped it because the Real Oviedo player is still down injured. I have to admit, I think Sifin Amrabat has been very lucky. And that's the second challenge as well. It's very similar. Not as bad as the first one. Game has resumed. David Costas with the ball deep inside his own half here. It's about 3, 4, 5, 6 players now from Real Betis trying to clear pressure, but lovely play here by Oviedo, because he managed to find Fonseca passing the ball down the middle, but it was Reina could not control the ball. And now Abdi Azazuli managed to cross the halfway line. Lovely play. Goes around 3 players. He's still with the ball. Coming on the edge of the penalty area. He was brought down. But Fornals gets the ball back on the left-hand side. And they lose the ball away in the end. And now Celso passing the ball forward towards Fornals. To Abdi once more. Fornals on the left-hand side coming forward. And now Reina trying to cause trouble for him. And the ball goes out play. It's going to be throw in for Real Betis. But Fornals falls down. Challenged by Nacho Vidal, but the referee doesn't seem to be bothered with that challenge. It's only going to be the throw in taken by Ricardo Rodriguez. For now, seems to be okay now. Rodriguez from the left hand side plays it short, managed to find Fornals. Fornals once more to Ricardo Rodriguez, cross through down the middle. Headed away by Real Oviedo, but it goes as far as Anthony, and a shot from Anthony. Direct at the goalkeeper. Powerful shot, but it was a good save by Iskandar. Other side of Aaron Iskandar, that would have been a goal, but the shot went directly at the keeper. It did have plenty of power by the Brazilian. Anthony with 7 goals so far in La Liga this campaign, having joined from Manchester United. He did join Real Betis halfway through last season on loan before making the move permanent in the summer. And now they get the ball back here. And that was 4 against 4. Lo Celso crossing the ball down the middle, and Abdi Azazuli scores his second goal for Real Betis. Brilliant play by the Brazilian Anthony and by the Moroccan Abdi Azazuli. It's not what Real Oviedo needed to concede a second goal before half time. But Real Betis trying to cement their place in the European places next season. And it's Real Betis 2, Real Oviedo 0. We've just entered stoppage time, and it's going to be 5 minutes of it. 5 minutes of stoppage time. They're checking for maybe an offside against Abdi Al-Zalzouli from that cross from the right. It was Anthony who got the ball inside the penalty area. Also, there was a challenge prior to that. In the end, it was a cross from Anthony inside the penalty area from the right side. Managed to find Al-Zalzouli, who's completely unmarked, just inside the 6-yard box. You only have to tap the ball to the right hand side of Iskandar. I think they're checking about that possible free kick prior to that, and also if he was offside. In fact, both have been checked and cleared. It is officially 2-0 for Betis. Already played 1 minute out of the 5 minutes of stoppage time. No ball forward. Right, to find Hernandez again. Long cross forward towards the right hand side, towards Anthony, but it's great goalkeeping by Iskandar. Clears the ball on the edge of the penalty area. Nearly found by Vinyas. He's chasing the tan now. And now Ricardo Rodriguez. Lo Celso managed to find a space in the end. Take off the pressure. Now it's about 4 players around the 2-3 players on the left hand side of their own penalty area here. Real Betis, and they gave the ball away, and Ilyas managed to get the ball, and now Vinyas against Amrabat, passing the ball down the middle. Trying to find David Costas. The ball, lovely play here, but the pass in the end by Colombato. It was cleared away, but he still gets the receiving ball, this time through Thiago Fernandez, sending the ball to the right hand side, deep inside about this half. Diego once more. Creeping forward, gets support from the right hand side from Ilyas, the Moroccan. Across, inside the box, headed away by Natan. And it goes this time as far as Javi Lopez, sending the ball to the left hand side. Oviedo, shoots the ball inside the penalty area, and an overhead kick this time by Vidal. It goes way wide, it's going to be a goal kick for Real Betis. It wasn't a bad attempt, he was completely unmarked, Vidal. He's tried an overhead kick from 12 yards out. We're inside the last 2.5 minutes of the 5 minute of stoppage time. Hernandez scoring in the 22nd minute, his 9th goal of the campaign. And then Abdi scoring in the 45th, his 8th goal of the campaign this season. Now the ball forward nearly found Hernandez, but the 2 defenders, the centre-back for Real Oviedo, managed to block the way. Iskandar managed to pick up the ball in the end. Costas once more. Can they get a goal back inside the last 2 minutes of stoppage time? Perfect timing for them. And 1 goal would have given them a good chance, but 2 goals behind at half-time. Never say never, but it does make things quite difficult for their manager, Amanda Alves. They're still with the ball on the halfway line, trying to pass the ball down the middle, picked up by Vinyas, and this time managed to find Fernandez on the left-hand side of the penalty area. Have a cross inside the box, straight in the hands of Valles. With 2 players waiting for the ball inside the penalty area. Valles was well alert for that cross from the left. It's been a good game here for Anthony. He's already got an assist so far in this game, alongside Pablo Fornals. And now Lo Celso with the ball, deep inside their own half here. Lo Celso, Fornals, of course, few passes in their own half. And now the pass managed across the halfway line with Abdi coming forward from the left. Managed to find Hernandez inside the penalty. Once more to Abdi, between 2 players. Short pass to Anthony, a shot from Anthony. Great block. Hasn't been cleared away yet. And now Ilyas trying to go around Safran Amrabat. Managed to do so. This could be the last chance here for Oviedo the first half. Reina coming forward. Inside the last 15 seconds. They need to get 1 more chance here, Oviedo. And now Fernandez coming forward and cleared away by Ricardo Hernandez. And now it's good defending by Giovanni Lo Celso. And as we speak, the referee blows for half time. It's been an absolute brilliant first half here at Estadio de la Cartuja. And is Real Betis, who were leading by 2-0. Scoring their first in the 22nd minute from Hernandez, his 9th goal of the campaign, before Abdi Al-Zazuli added his second in the 45th minute. But it's not over yet for Real Oviedo. They showed very good signs, 3 big chances inside the first 10 minutes, and we shall wait and see if that could be reoccurred again at the start of the second half. So it's half-time here in Sevilla. It's Real Betis 2, Real Oviedo 0. second half between Real Betis and Real Oviedo. Half-time scoreline for the home side. Leading by 2-0 from Hernandez in the 22nd minute and Abdi Al-Zazuli in the 45th minute. After a good start, first 10 minutes or so for the away side. It does seem that Real Oviedo have not surrendered just yet. We shall wait and see if there's been any changes at half-time. We'll give you the latest scoreline very, very shortly as well. It's going to be Real Betis who gets off and running. They'll be playing from left to right. Give you confirmation of any substitutions. Off we go. And Real Betis, of course, with this scoreline, find themselves still in 5th place, 10 points behind Atletico Madrid. They pushed themselves away, 6 points clear of Celta Vigo, just below them. While Oviedo, if the scoreline stayed the same, they'll be bottom of the league still. They would have been anyway, but that would reduce the deficit between them and 17th place. That's Deportivo Alaves with 36 points. In the bottom 3 at the moment, Real Oviedo with 28 points as it stands. Levante 33 points. Sevilla with 34 points, who are playing tomorrow, of course. And then comes Deportivo Alaves 36, but plenty of players or plenty of teams still around the relegation alongside Girona, Mallorca and Elche, all on 38 points, and Espanyol and Valencia on 39. None of them are clear yet away from relegation mathematically. Let's give you the formation for the start of the second half for Real Betis. It's Valles in goal, Rodriguez, Natan, Lorente and Bellerin defence. Sufyan Amrabat and Lisolso in that anchoring position just behind Al-Zazuli, Fornals and Anthony, and up front is Hernandez. As for Real Oviedo, who just gave the ball away straight away to Amrabat inside their own halfway, and then they're going in a tanky through Fornals. Managed to find Abdi Al-Zazuli trying to cut through down the middle. His pass in the end, it wasn't as great, and managed only to find Thiago Fernandez, and they lost the ball again, and Abdi once more on the edge of the penalty area, chipped the ball inside the box, cleared away by Calvo. They go to Sifan Amrabat, coming inside the penalty area, getting support from Anthony on the right hand side to Hector Bellerin, trying to find Amrabat again, but he did find him second time round. Anthony, the Brazilian, he has support from Hector Bellerin, but he would have been in an offside position, and now Anthony gets the ball back from the Moroccan Amrabat. And now the pass from Amrabat wasn't as great. A Real Oviedo trying to get their own half at the moment, let alone starting an attack, but managed to try to find Nacho Vidal. It was good defending in the end by Fornals, and it's going to be a throw in for Real Oviedo just inside the Betis half. So Real Oviedo is Candal in goal, Vidal, Costas, Calvo and Lopez in defence, Elias, Fonseca, Colombato and Fernandez in midfield, and then Alberto Reina just behind Uruguayan Federico Viñas. The referee, stop play, is having a word on the touchline with one of the officials. It must be something that they're not happy about. It seems like there's a medical emergency in the stands. And we've seen that in a number of occasions when we do have a similar situations. The game does stop out of respect to the person on the stands who needed a medical emergencies. We've seen it in different grounds: Spain, England, Italy, among a few other leagues. It's a very good gesture, very good respect for the fan involved. We're just waiting for the restart. The medical staff are on the stand at the moment. Vidal is not yet able to take the throw in. The referee is having a word with the officials, and it seems he's going to delay the match. And we're hoping, wishing the fan all the best. Now the referee is having a word with Bellerin and a few other players to explain the situation. We're still inside of 5 minutes of the start of the second half. And the referee just seems like we are going to be off and underway again, and indeed we are. And the throw-in the end has been played by Vidal back deep inside his own half. We just hit the 50th minute mark. And it's Real Betis who are leading Real Oviedo by 2-0. Oviedo with the ball at the moment deep inside their own half. Managed to find Vidal once more. He's been very active on the right. Managed to cross the halfway line. Try to keep the ball, done very much so. And now Fonseca sending the ball across towards the down the middle. And now the ball switched to the left-hand side with Xavi Lopez. Halfway through inside the Real Betis half to Fernandez. Thiago. Fernandez. 2 players in front of him. It was Amrabat and Anthony who blocked the way. And now Fonseca once more. Trying to find Vinícius, but that was great defending by the Argentine. So managed to go around one player. Trying to go on a counter-attack. And now Anthony coming forward. Deep inside the Oviedo half. Not far off from the penalty area. Managed to find Celso again down the middle. And now Anthony once more. There's a couple of players waiting inside the penalty area. And in the end, the ball goes all the way to Sufyan Amrabat inside the centre circle. Now the ball's been switched to the left-hand side. Ricardo Rodriguez to Abdiaz Lazuli, and now Pablo Fornal has been playing across through the midfield in this match so far, with Anthony sticking to the right and Abdi to the left. And now Anthony once more on the ball, managed to release Hector Bellerin to Anthony once more, and once more inside the penalty area for Bellerin, and now trying to be covered by Xavi Lopez. Great defending by the 24-year-old, and the ball goes out play. It's going to be a goal kick for Oviedo. Xavi Lopez, who joined from Real Sociedad in the summer, the former Alaves man. Of course, leaving Real Sociedad couldn't come in a worse time for him. That's his old club winning the Copa del Rey a couple of weeks ago. So he missed out on the trophy there, but nevertheless, he is with Real Oviedo. And he's still got a chance to keep Oviedo in La Liga this season. But at this moment in time, he's still not trailing, but 2-0. We've still got plenty of time to go. And now it's Candel, long ball forward. Actually kept in well by Fonseca. Managed across the halfway line through Ilias, sending the ball to the left-hand side. Thiago Fernandez still coming forward, not far off from the left-hand side of the penalty area. Across, down inside the 6-yard box, and header! And that's the first goal for Real Oviedo. A great reply by the away side. And it comes from Vinícius. Lovely cross from the left by Thiago Fernandez. It managed to find Vinícius from 7 yards out. Beautiful header. But I'm just looking at back again. Looks like he maybe have been in an offside position. VAR are checking this as we speak. Big chance that goal would not be disallowed, even though it's been a beautiful finish. The referee is still waiting for the decision from VAR officials. It would be Vinícius' 10th goal of the season, but it has been ruled out. So it's back to 9 goals so far in this campaign, and it still remains Betis leading by 2-0. It was a beautiful cross and a beautiful finish, but Ivinias managed to keep hold of his run just slightly off. He was just slightly off, centimetres away from Nathan. That would have been a classic goal. Vallas, long ball forward, deep inside the Oviedo half. You can see Santi Cazorla, the Arsenal legend, is about to make an appearance here for Oviedo, of course. Very well respected. He's been having quite a very good season since moving back from Qatar, where he used to play with Al Sadd. And now plenty of Real Betis players trying to pressurise that back line, but it's lovely play here by Javi Lopez. Now they're coming forward here from the left-hand side, still with Lopez at the moment, being harassed by Pablo Fornals, but in the end the last touch was by the Oviedo player. And it's going to be throw in on the halfway line, and we are going to see Santi Cazorla coming on in fact. He's getting a massive round of applause. He'll be replacing Nicolas Fonseca, number 23. So Santi Cazorla coming on. The number 8, the 41-year-old. He'll be playing his 24th match in this campaign. He's only scored 10 goals over the last 2.5 seasons for Real Oviedo. How much they need a goal from him here tonight. We're just past the 55th minute mark. Still plenty of time for the bottom side to get something out of this game, and they nearly did. Through that goal by Vinias. Did not count in the end. He was just slightly offside just a couple of minutes ago. They're in possession with the ball, and I'm sure that can give them a massive confidence boost. Real Oviedo, but not to forget they are playing away from home. Now Calvo, the captain, trying to find a space at the moment. The only space he could find was Costas, and now it's a long ball forward, trying to find Ilias. It's great defending by Nathan, and now Ricardo Rodriguez clears the ball away. Yet to see the first touch by Santi Cazorla, but managed to get the ball back here, and that is the first touch now from the right hand side. Managed to release Vidal, and it goes once more for Ilias, trying to cross, and that was a great block by Ricardo Rodriguez. And it's got to be a corner for Real Oviedo coming from the right hand side. The third corner of the match, 8th in total. And just quickly looking at the offside decision, it was mighty close. Very, very close against Federico Vinias. But they've got another chance from the right hand side. Across inside the 6-yard box, about to spade away, and Ilias with the shot, and that was a great block by Sufyan Amrabat. The ball hasn't been cleared yet, and eventually in the end they're going to get another corner, this time from the left hand side. But the referee straight away has been told by VAR to hold still. They're checking something. They seem to have been checked and cleared. There's a suspicion of a handball by Sufyan Amrabat, so he's going to be the fourth corner. It's going to be Santi Cazorla from the left-hand side. The cross inside the 6-yard box, punched away by Vallas. And now the shot once more has been cleared away by Betis, and now they're coming on a counter-attack. And they managed to find Anthony 2 against 2. He's still coming forward, passing the ball down the middle to Abdi, but it's been cleared away by Vidal. But Abdi once more from the left-hand side. Another cross, and Hernandez, and there's the third goal for Real Betis. A beautiful play all round between the Moroccan Abdi and the goal scorer Hernandez. And that is his second goal tonight. His 10th of the campaign. And Real Oviedo see the match slipping away from them. A few minutes ago they thought a goal back through Vinias. That was disallowed. And moments later, after the introduction of Santi Cazorla, They see themselves 3 goals behind. 3 beautiful goals. Hernandez twice already. It was a cross from the right from Anthony. It was cleared away initially, only as far as Abdi from the left-hand side, and a small cross on the edge of the 6-yard box. And a beautiful flick by Fernandez just in front of Colombato. The ball hits the inside of the left-hand post of Iskandar into the back of the net. 3-0 Real Betis, and now Ilias once more, and he has a shot from outside the box. It's well saved by Vallas. Now Real Betis can feel a bit comfortable at the moment, and Pellegrini maybe can start thinking of their next match, whereas Real Oviedo is just over half an hour to go. They need to have belief to get something out of this game, but it just seems unlikely at this moment in time. And now Fornals coming forward from the right hand side, across through down the middle, managed to find Giovanni Lo Celso, managed to go around Ilias to Anthony, not far from the penalty area, but he gave the ball away. It's good interception here by Cazorla, and now Ilias once more. There's plenty of players by Real Betis trying to pressurise the back line, eventually finding Javi Lopez, the left back tonight. To Reina, to Ilias. He nearly lost that ball to Hernandez. Some of the passes have been shocking as far as Oviedo is concerned, but in general make themselves proud, especially in the first 10 minutes of the match. And they have 3 big chances to take the lead. That's probably why they are at the bottom of the league as it stands. Lopez coming forward, not far from the penalty area, trying to go around Amrabat. Brilliant defending by the Moroccan. And now Diego Lorente with the short passes just outside their own penalty area. But they gave the ball away here, Amrabat. Clear straight to Cazorla. Halfway through inside the Real Betis half, and now Thiago down the middle. Picked up by Ilias, he was brought down, and the referee has given a free kick against Real Betis. The challenge on the Moroccan Iyar Sheira. We're also going to see double substitutions for Real Betis. It does seem that the job has been done, sealed and delivered. And this Pablo Fornals is one of the players that's coming off. He's been replaced by number 17, Riquelme. So that's one substitution. He's getting a massive round of applause. Pablo Fornals, he had a hand in one of the goals that we've seen earlier. And the second substitution is going to be Anthony, who's coming off. He's being replaced by Marco Roca, number 21. Great shift, a long cross inside the penalty area, cleared away by Hernandez, managed to pick up by Lo Celso, trying to go on the counter-attack, but it's great interception by Colombato, and the ball is now in the mix between so many players, and in the end, Giovanni Lo Celso was considered the guilty man against Colombato. It's going to be a free kick, halfway through inside the Real Betis half. And it's Cazorla taking a free kick. The line of players are lining up just on the edge of the penalty area. Cazorla with the cross through down the middle. Villas heads the ball and goes just wide. Wasn't a bad attempt here by the Uruguayan. He headed the ball first time round. It was just a few centimetres over the crossbar by the Uruguayan. Federico Venias, we saw he scored his 10th goal of the campaign, only to be disappointed by having the goal being disallowed. It looks like we'll see a substitution coming on very shortly as well. It looks like Haytham Hassan will be coming on for Real Oviedo. Seems like there'll be a double substitution, in fact. It's like Quasi-Sibo also coming on. So Colombato is coming off and Sibo is coming on for him. And the other substitution is going to be Hassan, the Algerian, replacing Thiago Fernandez. So 3 substitutions so far for Almada Alves. And now they're coming forward here, Real Betis, but they gave the ball away inside their own half again. The ball picked up by Abdi. It was brought down, but the referee says play on. The ball goes deep inside their own half through Natan. There was plenty of Real Oviedo players trying to defend from the front and managed to get the ball through Ilias, but great interception by Hector Bellerin. And now they're going on a counter-attack. Sending the ball to the left by Riquelme to Marco Roca. Abdi is playing in a deeper role at the moment. Just remind you that Real Betis are leading by 3-0. 2 goals from Hernandez, 1 in each half, and Abdi just before half-time. We've got 25 minutes to go till the end of the match, and Real Oviedo, if they need to get back into the game, they need to do it fast. And they have made their substitution as well, bringing on Sibo and Hassan. Because Quasi-Sibo, 27-year-old Ghanaian, never played for Ghana, and likewise for Haitham Hassan, the 24 Egyptian, only played for Egypt. With plenty of talents coming on from the Egyptian squad, and likewise from Ghana, brilliant players coming out of Africa, and does limit so many players representing their national side. Now Real Betis, and it's a late challenge by Sibo on Hernandez. It's going to be free kick for Real Betis deep inside the Oviedo half. Still time for 3 more substitutions for Betis and 2 for Real Oviedo. Of course, Isco came back from injury. He's yet to play the 90 minutes. He is coming as a substitute in the last game, and now Betis coming, Real Oviedo in fact coming on a counter-attack. It's coming through down the middle, picked up by Reina to Ilias on the left-hand side of the penalty area, trying to go around Diego Llorente, but sending the ball back. Managed to find Lopez. There are plenty of players waiting, and they were asking for the cross, and now once more, eventually got the cross and the header. This time, once more by Federico Venias, it goes over the bar. I think it's fair to say it was great defending as well by the Brazilian Natan. He managed to cause massive disruptions for the Uruguayan. Sending the ball out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Betis. It does seem that the last touch was from Natan. Just wanted to see if the linesman has seen that, but it doesn't seem like it, to be fair. It's going to be a goal kick taken by Vallas. Plate short. Long ball forward by Vallas. Deep inside the Oviedo half, only as far as Nacho Vidal. And then starting from the left once more with Lopez. Now it's about 6-7 players from Real Betis deep inside the Real Oviedo half. But they still play inside their own half here at the moment. Short passes. And this time once more, this time through the captain. Calvo. To Reina. Managed to find Hassan, his first touch, the Egyptian, deep inside the the Betis half. And Hassan, a long cross, well intercepted by Riquelme. And as far as Santi Cazorla, and now Riquelme trying to chase the ball So far, it's good defending by Betis. Send the ball inside the centre circle. Well played here by Hassan. He managed to release Vidal to the right-hand side of the penalty area. Vidal. He's got Hassan to support. He managed to use it. Hassan. Great introduction by the Egyptian at the moment. Pass the ball inside the penalty area. Reina with the goalkeeper. Well, that was a great save by Valles from 7 yards out. Brilliant goalkeeping by the 28-year-old. 1-1 from Reina against Valles. It was a lovely pass as well by Hassan. He managed to find him through ball down the middle. And now this time is Betis trying to come forward, and Natan trying to make a breakthrough, but it's good defending by Sibo. And we are going to see the double substitutions here for Real Betis. And it's going to be Sufyan Amrabat will be coming off. It's going to be, and also Giovanni Lo Celso. So both anchor position players, both coming off for Real Betis. We're replaced by number 18, Diosa. And also the man himself, Isco, is coming on. How much they missed Isco, Real Betis this season. Of course, he suffered an injury in one of the European games back in November. And he only made his return a couple of weeks ago, coming on twice as a substitute. And this is the third time when we're inside the last 20 minutes. Straight away, Isco gets the ball, and he seems to suffer from injury, and now he's off the field. And he looks in a bit discomfort. And now Oviedo trying to move the ball from the right hand side, but it's great defending. It's picked up by Natan. Now he's coming forward. Cross the ball towards the right hand side, but well intercepted. This time by Lopez. Still coming forward down the middle to Elias. Have the shot. A great block. This time by Diego Llorente just outside the penalty area. But Isco, he's standing at the moment. He's back on the field. And I'm sure the others will be on him. And now he seems to be walking okay. But he just doesn't look right at the moment. So keep you up to date with that. That would be quite disappointing if he suffered another injury. You know, they came after a long-term injury, Isco. He's 34-year-old. Wait to see his first touch. See if he's been able to see if that did not affect him. And now Riquelme, the other substitute, managed to cross the halfway line. 3 defenders around him. He managed to get a free kick. It was a pull by Federico Viñas. Had a really good chance a couple of minutes ago. 1-on-1 with the keeper through Alberto Reina. Good save by Alvaro Valles. Still keeping a clean sheet at the moment in this game. And now the ball for Abdi on the left hand side, but great defending this time by Vidal. And Iskandar good ball away deep inside it, but this half picked up by Hector Bellerin. 31-year-old, of course. Bellerin and Santi Cazorla both play together for Arsenal. Now Isco seems to be okay on the ball to Abdi. Gets the receiving ball, goes to the left hand side, and now Isco once more. Few players waiting inside the box. Isco decides to play the short passes with Abdi. Abdi managed to go right a play and a shot from about 25 yards out, but it's way over the bar by the Moroccan. And it's going to be a goal kick for Oviedo. Of course, Hector Bellerin won the FA Cup 3 times. Santi Cazorla twice, and both times in 2014, 2015, were alongside each other. Hector Bellerin and Santi Cazorla. Now Oviedo trying to make a move. Cazorla himself, who took the captaincy as soon as he came on. Now it's good defending by Riquelme. It's going to be thrown for Oviedo, deep inside our own half on the left-hand side. Great player. One of the legends of Spanish football, Santi Cazorla. I managed to go see the free kick this time round. It was a late challenge by number 18, Nelson Diosa. Well respected here in Spain in La Liga. 41-year-old Cazorla. Now they have possession of the ball at the moment. Oviedo managed to find Elias, managed to cross the halfway line. 3 players in front of him. They're really struggling to find a space at the moment. Only found out one so far in the second half, and now Diosa. Sibo sending the ball to the right hand side. Managed to find Hassan. Hassan against Rodriguez. Inside the penalty edge. Trying to go around him. Hassan trying to cross inside the 6-yard box. But it was well blocked. But the ball bounced off on Hassan, and the ball goes out of play. It's going to be a goal kick for Betis. Lovely skills by the 24-year-old Egyptian. Of course, Haytham Hassan did previously play for Sporting Gijón before moving to Liga-Real. And now Betis on the move for Hernandez, scoring 2 goals, managed to release. This time Riquelme inside the penalty area. He was pulled back, but he's still with the ball. And he's still fighting off the ball with one of the defenders. And in the end, it's Calvo who was brought down. And the referee says play on. Hernandez inside the penalty area, coming through down the middle. Another shot. But this time safely in the hands of the keeper, Iskandar. It looks like initially it was a free kick for Oviedo and a push by Roca on Javi Lopez, but the referee wasn't interested. It was lucky for Oviedo because the shot by Hernandez didn't cause so much problem for Iskandar. With the long ball forward with the goalkeeper deep inside the Betis half, the ball up in the air, headed away, only picked up this time by Alberto Reina. Reina to Costas inside the centre circle. 3 players around him, but managed to find a cross to the right hand side and managed to find Vidal, who's deep inside the Betis half. Short pass to Hassan. Now Hassan coming forward, lovely play, managed to go around 2 players, and in the end it was a great challenge by Ricardo Rodriguez on the edge of the penalty area. Brilliant defending by the 33-year-old Swiss international. And now they keep possession. We're inside the last 14 minutes. It does look doom and gloom for Real Oviedo, trailing by 3 goals to 0. It's always going to be a hard and tough match for them, going away to the team are at this moment in time seeing 5th place. Keep saying that again, the first 10 minutes we've been absolutely vital. Come up all guns blazing. Oviedo, 3 big chances, 3 big saves by Vallas. Now Oviedo managed to find Reina down the middle, deep inside his own half. Creeping forward, managed to release Elias. Elias managed to keep the ball. He was pushed back this time by Riquelme. Riquelme, one of the substitutes. And now Reina. Long ball forward down the middle, but great defending by Bellerin. He came right in front of Viñas. Headed the ball back to Diego Llorente. Now Natan to Alvaro Vallas. No ball forward. Managed to find Rodriguez. He nearly found the ball and he picked up very well. And now Roca to Isco inside the centre circle. Sending the ball to the right hand side. He picked up this time by Riquelme. Not far off away from the right hand touchline. And now Isco still playing in the down the middle at the moment. Now Riquelme to Hernandez, sending the ball down the middle to Roca. Isco not far off. Roca once more, switching the ball to the left hand side. Managed to find Rodriguez. Pass the ball inside the penalty area. Now Hernandez trying to go around the defender. Only managed to find Abdi. Lovely skills by Abdi against Hassan. Inside a penalty area, but it was pulled back by Hassan. The referee has given a goal kick for Real Oviedo. And I'm sure that'll be checked by VAR. Just look, there was a pulling of the shirt by Hassan on. The VAR has checked and cleared. Egyptian on the Moroccan. Nevertheless, VAR saw nothing wrong with it. Of course, there's a big match happening in the English Premier League between Aston Villa and Tottenham Hotspur, and after 12 minutes, Conor Gallagher giving Tottenham Hotspur the lead, and it's a big game because that can take them off the relegation zone and bringing West Ham back into it, especially after that big loss yesterday away to Brentford. As it stands, 17th place, and West Ham go down to 18th. But here, Real Oviedo with the ball. This time with Reina, sending the ball to the left-hand side to Lopez. Just not far off from the penalty area. And now Reina chipped the ball once more to Lopez, but it's just a bit too much with the 24-year-old. The ball went out of play. It's going to be a goal kick inside the 10 minutes of the match, and we're going to see the last couple of substitutions to be made here by Real Oviedo. And Vidal, 22, is coming off, being replaced by Lucas, number 24. And the second substitution will be Vinías, number 9, being replaced by number 17, Borbas. And also Hernandez, the hero tonight, scoring 2 goals this evening, making the final substitution for Real Betis. Great contribution, 2 beautiful goals. To be replaced by the number 9, Chimi Avila, the 32-year-old Argentine. And off we go. We're inside the last 9 minutes. Sending the ball this time. Managed to find Nathan. Long ball forward as far as the halfway line. Good defending here by Oviedo. And then Abdi goes down like a shot. It seems like something's been hit in the face by one of the players. With 2 players around him. But Oviedo on the attack once more. This time through Hassan. Hassan on the right hand side of the penalty area. Trying to cut across. He's still with the ball. Trying to have a shot. Took a slight deflection. Straight in the hands of the keeper, Valles, and Abdi still down injured. The referee has stopped play. Still got hands on his face. Be quite interested to see the replay of this. It looks like it was a touch by the substitute Lucas. Seems like the use of a hand by Lucas on Abdi. And of course, any wrongdoing, that'll be checked by VAR. With 8 minutes to go, the last thing Oviedo needs is to have a player being sent off. Of course, 3 goals been scored so far this evening for Real Betis. Hernandez twice in the 22nd and the 58th minute, and Abdi Al-Zazoui in the 45th. The VAR has checked and cleared, and the game has resumed, and now Betis defending just outside their own penalty area. And Diosso, lovely skills here, managed to escape 2-3 players, managed to find Bellerin. Diosso gets the ball, trying to go on a counter-attack. Diosso, but that was great defending, but the second touch wasn't as good against David Costa. It's going to be free kick for Betis. Brilliant skills by Nelson Diosso, 26-year-old Colombian, joined in the summer from Pachuca in Mexico. And now Costas once more for Oviedo. Across the board, across the halfway line, managed to find Lucas. Lucas gets support from Hassan, and that was great defending this time by the substitute Chimi. And it's going to be thrown in deep inside the Real Betis half on the right hand side. Abdi does seem to be okay. And the throw will be taken by Lucas. On the edge of the penalty area. Nearly found. Borbas. But the goal goes back to Hassan on the right hand side of the penalty area, trying to go around Rodriguez, but that was great defending by the 33-year-old and cleans the ball away. And they're still with the ball here. Now it's picked up by Isco. Isco passing the ball down the middle. Diossa. They're coming on a counter attack across the halfway line. It's still coming with space here. Diossa. He's not far off. He's throwing around two players. He gets support. Goes this time to Riquelme. Just inside the penalty from the right hand side. Riquelme trying to go around him. Managed to get the cross. But this time it's Sibo who managed to get control of the ball. And they lost the ball again here. And Betis back in control. Deep inside. The Betis half. Isco. Half through inside Oviedo. Across the ball to the right hand side. It's picked up by Abdi. And managed to find Hector Bellerin. And the ball inside his centre circle. Mark Roca to Isco once more. Back to his best. Cross inside the penalty area. Trying to reach out to Hector Bellerin. It's a bit much of a heavy cross. Straight in the hands of the keeper Iskandar. We are inside the last 5 minutes. Real Oviedo trying to get off their own half at the moment. It's plenty, about 6-7 players now from Real Betis deep inside the Real Oviedo half. But they're really not pressurising any of the defenders, just shows us some presence. In the end, Iskandar with long cross forward, trying to find Ilias, and Ilias chasing the ball and managed to get the ball right in front of Bellerin. Ilias inside the penalty area, trying to go around the players, but that was great defending by Roca. Brilliant defending. And Hector Bellerin is down injured at the moment. On the touchline, it was a challenge by Ilias on Hector Bellerin. We saw nothing wrong with it. It was a push by the Moroccan on Bellerin. Bellerin is still down injured. He's been treated on the touchline. He's half in, half out at the moment. 31-year-old. Great shift by the former Barcelona man. Of course, he had joined Sporting Lisbon till 2023 when he moved to Real Betis. He's got a look of John Oates, if anyone remembers the 80s, Daryl Hall and John Oates, the great musician duo. And he looks like John Oates with the moustache and the hairstyle. And I'm sure one of the times I'll be calling him John Oates just for that, but brilliant player and brilliant musicians. Game has resumed. Brunatan to the left-hand side of his own penalty area, passes the ball down the middle, managed to find Roca. He needs to be careful because he is surrounded by a few Real Oviedo players, but in the end, Rodriguez cleared the ball down the middle. Trying to find Chimmy. Great positioning here by the Argentine. And this time, the ball through Esco down the middle. Trying to go around Ilias. Now Bellerin back on the field. And this time, this ball is picked up by Lopez. Managed across the halfway line, surrounded by 3 players. Trying to find the final touch to Ilias, but it's great defending once more by Riquelme. And now Esco to Bellerin once more to the right hand side of the penalty area. Plenty of players inside the box trying to pass the ball across down the middle. It's well cleared by Reina right in front of Isco. The ball goes out play. It's going to be throw in for Real Betis on the right hand side. Deep inside the Oviedo half to be taken by Hector Bellerin. Of course, a reminder later on after this match, could be another big match between Espanyol and Real Madrid. And it's definitely a big game, a win for Espanyol. It will give their neighbours Barcelona the league tonight. While a draw or a win for Real Madrid, it will take it to next weekend to El Clasico in the Camp Nou. Isco inside a penalty area, but he could not kept him well by Abdi. And eventually managed to reach the Egyptian Hassan deep inside his own half. He's very skillful since he come on. Managed to go around one player, that was Chibi, and now against Rodriguez, all the way to the right hand side of the penalty area. Another play by the Egyptian across inside the box, and it's picked up by Hector Bellerin. And I must say, great skills by the Egyptian, but it is no one in the same wavelength inside the box. And now Santi Cazorla coming through down the middle, trying to find Ilias, get the ball back, trying to shoot. And that was a brilliant clearance by Natan. But what a beautiful skills we've seen. Probably it's the third time by Hassan. But there's no one inside the box. And I'm sure that will frustrate the 24-year-old and his manager. Where were you inside the box when Hassan was making all that work from the right-hand side? Now Ilias sits down from the left-hand side. Ilias trying to go around Riquelme, sending the ball back to Reina, across down the middle, inside the 6-yard box, and straight in the hand of the keeper, Vallas. A few seconds away from the 90th minute. Surely finding at home a minute of stoppage time, but it didn't look like it's game, set, and match for Real Oviedo. And now they're coming once more on the attack, Oviedo. And I'm sure goal difference also can make a difference. So Oviedo, Cazorla inside the penalty box from the right hand side, cross the ball down the middle, clear the ball away, but Riquelme is still up in the air. And now the ball through Barbas. He's trying to, with the overhead kick. But ball has been cleared and through Vallas. But the referee's been told by VAR to hold fire. And in fact, as we speak, there's going to be no injury time. And the referee, Mr. Vega, whistles for full time. It's been a great match, a big win for Real Betis, scoring 3 goals, 2 for Hernandez in the 22nd and the 58th minute, and sandwiched by goal from Abdi in the 45th minute. Of course, Real Oviedo did score through Vanias, but that goal was slightly disallowed for offside. So it's full time here. And Estadio de la Cartuja, they finished Real Betis 3, Real Oviedo 0.